Boom, boom, boom. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Big Syn. It's bright and early in Las Vegas. I am with the J-Blaq.
What is good? It is week 11 of the NFL. So for all of you NFL fans and 49ers fans and Patriots fans out there, you know what that means. War games.
My boy. Your voice is fucked up right now.
Yeah, you know how the internet goes. Internet, Wi-Fi. Shit. Fuck. I'm not looking forward to this week by any means, but I'm really happy that we get to actually see this game on the East Coast, possibly on national television, possibly. So,
Yeah, I think something's going on with your internet. I said, I think something's going on with the internet. Your voice is all fucked up.
no, let me see. It looks like I'm slow. Hold on. Give me a second here.
All right, no problem.
Adjust. Well, the signal is good.
You got too many pages open.
What about that? Is that better?
Your voice is crackling.
Shit.
You sound like you drank some nanomites and you fuck with his voice goes.
Why? Why did this do?
Oh.
Oh, the child is crying. Hold on, give me a second. NFL fans, we're gonna have to bring the crying child.
So in this week's we will be going over week 10. What happened? And I'm echoing.
Am I still echoing, sir?
Yes, I am talking to people. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. Maybe if I move closer to the damn box. Let's see if
Now I can actually hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, I can. Good.
I think the door was blocking communication. Apparently, I can't do a video in my room.
A door blocking communication?
Yes. Don't ask. Don't tell policy. That's how this is going to go.
Motherfucker, why are you trying to hide behind a steel door?
It's not made of steel. This is made of wood, but this is Florida. So things have to be hurricane proof so we all don't die, sir.
Well,
okay?
it should be made of steel, not wood.
Is that better? Is the voice better now?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly now.
All right. Yeah, it must have been the damn thing blocking the damn thing blocking the damn thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.
So as the people can see, me and you are decked out in our team's headgear. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to the week 11 shit.
Yes.
All right, so let's start off with last Thursday night's game. The Baltimore Ravens shellacked the Cleveland Browns 28-7. No surprise here. The Browns still don't have a quarterback.
Well, it was a surprise. Let me tell you why it was a surprise. Because a lot of pundits, smart NFL people that get paid millions and millions of dollars to be on national television, the hot dog and grandstand, we're predicting that the Cleveland Browns might possibly sneak out of Baltimore with a win. Even we kind of thought that may or may not have happened.
Before clocks right twice a day, so.
Yeah, well, but yeah, everybody was wrong, and the Browns paid because of it. I still didn't understand, and we talked about this last week, that why would Hugh Jackson pull out his quarterback? This tied 7-7. Why?
I don't think Hugh Jackson has a clue what to do with this team offensively or defensively right now.
Well, maybe he's trying to vie for the Oregon job that might be coming up at the end of the year. I mean,
No.
I know Chip Kelly might have a leg in, but but it's not. But things are not going well.
Things are not going well with that city franchise-wide for the Browns fans. I mean, it's just bad to see, and props to their fans for still showing up.
Yeah, loyal fans too at that, and it's sad. Like they come and they almost sell out the stadium every single time, and
and I'm going to take an unfair shot here. Unlike 49ers and Dolphins fans, they don't dress up like seats.
Hey, you have to understand the stadium. What is it? Candlestick Park was always sold out. Okay, always.
Yeah, because you guys always won in that stadium.
Well, yes, that's true. But do you realize? People don't realize. See, the equivalent for all my Vegas people out there, the equivalent of driving from San Francisco to Santa Clara is the literal equivalent from having to drive to from Las Vegas to Cedar City, Utah, or St. George, Utah, to watch a game with about as much traffic. They said it's 45 minutes. Yeah, that's 45 minutes if you took a straight flight there. Have you ever been on Highway 101? No. It's all bad. All bad.
Hey, just because they wanted to build a stadium in Silicon Valley, then,
then we need to turn to the Silicon Valley 49ers at that point. I mean, the heart and soul that was San Francisco seems to be gone. I still believe in my team, but the rest of the high price paying fans apparently don't. So,
yeah, that's true. And it's a bad thing because the 49ers are one of the most storied franchises in the NFL.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
all right, so now we're going to move on to a game where the Carolina Panthers were up 17-0 at one point and lost 20-17 to the Kansas City Chiefs.
There's one thing that we learned about this game is that you don't dab. Every time you dab, you lose.
Yeah, it's funny because I text you. I said, Cam Newton dabbed being up 10 and they lost.
Well, remember, Steph Curry was dabbing when they won 3-1, when they were up 3-1, and we see what that happened. I believe that LeBron James was dabbing with the Cleveland Indians, and they were up 3-1, and we see what happens. The dab is the most cursed celebratory dance in all of sports history.
So what's going on with this Carolina team? Did Kelvin Benjamin really hurt this team coming back?
It's the same shit that has hurt this team for a while now. The lack of defense in the corners, I should say. Luke Kuechly, now he got concussion this week. We'll talk about that later. Kuechly hasn't been performing the way he's supposed to. The lack of losing some really heavy defensive people has really, really been a detriment to Carolina. Carolina used to be able to take close games and hold people off. Remember, they did that in the playoffs so many times. The only time that they lost it was when they played the 49ers, 2-3 years ago, with Colin Kaepernick, when they lost that game in the playoffs like 13-10 or something shit like that.
Yeah, you have to look at this, though. They went from 2-14 to 15-1. Was last year just a fluke?
Last year was, that depends on how you feel about that. Last year was one of those things that the competition in the NFC South was significantly crappy. And then we would normally say, hey, what about the playoff teams that they played? What about the playoff teams that they played? Yeah, they made it to the Super Bowl. They beat Seattle.
And they beat the Cardinals.
The Cardinals were really, they were on borrowed time once they got into the playoffs with Tyrann Mathieu.
Palmer threw like 5 interceptions in that game. So.
Well, yeah, but see, you see the downtrend now with Arizona. They're not, even though they we'll get to the Niners game a little bit, but they're not doing as well as they were last year. Last year they were dominating teams, and this year it's not happening.
All right, so we're going to move on to the worst way to end an NFL game of all time. The New Orleans Saints get their extra point blocked. The Broncos return it back for 2 and win the game.
And we predicted this game was going to be New Orleans' game to lose. And we were right about that. It was literally New Orleans' game to lose. I'm still trying to figure out because I was understood that you can't jump over a lineman anymore to block kicks anymore.
You can jump over the lineman as long as you do not touch them.
That's pretty interesting.
Because if it's a clear jump, then it's not a penalty.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's exactly what happened.
He jumped right over him.
Yeah. Like literally, New Orleans lost that game. The Broncos didn't win that game. New Orleans lost that game.
But what about the controversial call? Because the dude stepped out of bounds, but they didn't call it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we have that too. I mean, hell though, at that point in time in the game, you go for 2 points. Because at the very least, if you tie, you have the offense to win it in overtime.
Well, in my opinion, you see, it was tied at the time.
Yeah, so you go for 2.
If they kick the extra point, they only need to hit. They're up by 1, so they win.
Yeah, but okay. So you look at this like this is how I look at it. Okay, the way that they set up the extra points now, where you're like what? It's a 15-yard field, a 20-yard field goal at this point. Because you got the 10 yards and then the 13. No, it's like a 30-yard field goal. I'm sorry, because they're like
30-yard field goal.
Yeah. So at that point, given the situation and given the time, you kind of have to anticipate what's going to happen. Like in a field goal, you're not in any position. If it does get blocked, you're not in a position to where you can stop the other person from running. You know what I mean? Because the way the lines is, it's 11 on 9, and then you have a kicker and a backup quarterback or a punter on the backfield. In situations like that, you have to go for 2. I think that's necessary at that point. You got sometimes that Ron Rivera style of play has to go. I mean, what works? I mean, in the worst case scenario, the Broncos with Trevor Siemian are not going to drive all the way down that field and get a field goal, an extra point, or get in field goal position to win it. They're not built like that.
Well, another issue is if you are the most basic thing in the NFL is extra points.
Yeah.
Yes, the defenses are now set up to where they can do things like jump over and do what they got to do this. They got the athletes to do it, but these teams need to start putting a speed man in there just to run down these guys who do this when this happens. Because right now your extra point unit is nothing but 350 pounders. Yeah,
exactly.
You need to have a gunner like you do on kickoffs now on the field goal unit.
Yeah. Well, remember back in the day, that's why they used to have quarterbacks do holds instead of punters.
Well, Tony Romo ruined that for everybody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The whole thing was that you'd have a quarterback, that the backup quarterback that maybe has some legs under him in case the play breaks down, can roll out and hit somebody real quick, and that they don't have that either.
You need to start treating extra points and field goals like kickoffs.
Yeah, you gotta have that Ron Rivera strategy. Do what you can. That's the one thing I praise about Ron Rivera, that he actually has the balls to do shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta have some balls.
Now we go from one of the more entertaining games of the week to one of the worst games of the week. The 9-6 game between the Rams and the Jets. Well, good news is, because of that game, Jared Goff is actually starting this week.
I think this was the game that was the reality check that the Rams needed. Like, remember that they said that when they're out of playoff contention, that's when they were going to put in Jared Goff. Well, that timeline has been sped up just a tad.
That's some 7-9 bullshit. There's going to be some 4-12 bullshit there, Jeffy.
What are they? The Rams are what, 4-5 now, right?
I think so.
So I mean, they have a chance to make the playoffs if they're 4-5. If they're 3-6, I doubt they can do it just because the rest of the schedule is. But if they're 4-5, they actually have a chance to really sneak in with a 10-6 record into the playoffs as a wild card.
Do you really think Jared Goff's going to take that team 6-2?
With that defense and Todd Gurley, anything's possible.
Todd Gurley's still playing with an injury, so.
Yeah, well, at this point, you got to see what Jared Goff has. I mean, can he get it to Tavon Austin? Can he get it to the other receivers? Can he get it to the Kendricks?
Tavon Austin's still in the NFL?
Yeah, he's Jeff Fisher's what's the word I'm looking for? Little secret, his little play toy, as I say. He still hasn't figured out exactly quite how to use him yet. You know, he's like a 5-year-old kid with a transformer, doesn't figure out exactly how to transform into the one thing into the other, but he still plays with it because he's intrigued by it, you know.
Look at that. This game was horrible to watch and even more horrible to read the stat line.
Yeah. There were no redeeming qualities about this game at all. Like, wow.
So you know what that means?
What?
You don't deserve any more of our time. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the game that I was updating during our wrestling talk last week. The Tennessee Titans shellacking the Green Bay Packers. When your first play from scrimmage for the Tennessee Titans is a 75-yard touchdown gallop by DeMarco Murray, then you can turn around and say, Green Bay, our defense has failed us.
Yeah. And remember I said it last week. I said if Green Bay loses this game, they're not making the playoffs. And that's not saying that Green Bay is Tennessee wasn't good, because I think Tennessee did a hell of a job exploiting every single weakness that they had on the Green Bay. But it was bad. Like, and this is against probably not a subpar team, but a middle of the road team. And if Green Bay can't beat these middle of the road teams, there's no way in hell they're making the playoffs. Like, they're done. Like, it's a wrap. Like, you remember we talked about the rest of the schedule. It's a wrap. There ain't no way in hell they're going to be able to win enough games to make the playoffs. Well,
we talked about it. How much Clay Matthews is being missed by that defense.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's no heart in the running game that Aaron Rodgers is back to slinging it like 30, 40 times a game again, and it's all bad. Like Aaron Rodgers going through that Drew Brees slump where they're all relying on his arm and they can't rely on his arm. Not that team wasn't built. I mean, it was built, but not in the modern NFL now. Not where the run is actually a threat now in the NFL again. You know, thanks to guys like DeMarco Murray, guys like Ezekiel Elliott, and Henry. Henry is that dude on
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, where is Green Bay gonna do that? They can't. They were supposed to be the number one run stopping team in the NFL, and they got exposed, bro.
Yeah. As far as Green Bay's running game goes, they did sign Christian Michael, which for some reason the Seahawks cut him after the Patriots game.
Well, I have no idea how that happened. What the fuck?
But I don't know. But Green Bay did sign him, but I don't think he will be ready to go this week because he's only had like 2 days with the team.
Yeah. So
we'll get into that when we get to this week's games.
They'll just have him run slants and draws, probably slants and dives and draws. Nothing in passing game, at least, unless he's a blocker. So we'll see how it goes.
Now we're going to a deja vu. The Falcons are back in their downward spiral like last year, losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. Matty Meltdown is starting to show up again.
We talked about this last week too. We said that for Matty Ice to melt. And Carson Wentz and the Eagles put up a hell of a game. You can't really fault. You can fault Matt Ryan because he should be a quarterback and actually perform like one. But the Eagles did a hell of a job. They came in with a game plan, executed it very well, offensively and defensively. They did their thing. The Eagles. Remember I said Carson Wentz got to get out of this schneid. This was the perfect time to do it with. And this was. They took advantage of it, and Eagles are back in the saddle again, bro.
in a very tough NFC East.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are running away with the division, but they will get a wild card berth out of that division.
Yeah, they're going to need to. I mean, especially as weak as the NFC as a whole is.
The NFC is like the NBA Eastern's conference.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
you have a couple of good teams and a lot of really bad ones.
Yeah. Yes. What is it right now? You have Seattle, Cowboys,
and that's it.
Yeah. Because everybody else can take an L at any given moment.
Speaking of taking L's, let's move on to the other team in a severe downward spiral. A team that is now second place to the Detroit Lions. The Minnesota Vikings dropping this game against Washington. We both saw this coming.
Yeah. You have to always go with the trends. We already said that Vikings were on a downtrend. Washington is on the uptrend. And when you have something like that, you always go with the uptrend. And Washington did their thing. You can't really argue with it at all. I mean, shit, man.
They're playing really good football right now.
Yeah. I mean, they're even more entertaining to watch. I even say they're more entertaining to watch than the Cowboys. Since the last part of the Cowboys game against the Steelers, when we'll talk about that in a little bit, but Washington is doing everything right. They're good offensively. They're good defensively. Their running game is legit. Vernon Davis has had a resurrection in his career. Deshaun Jackson is getting himself involved. Josh Norman is being a shutdown corner that people thought he couldn't be.
Yeah, now that the coach of the Redskins ain't keeping him on one side of the field like he did early in the year.
Yeah.
Josh Norman can actually do what he does.
Yeah. And they learn really fast. And I don't know, Washington's a team right now nobody wants to play.
They're not going to make a run at Dallas, but they will make. I think they will, because the NFC East. Sometimes they get 3 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's going to be
scary. Win this year because the Giants are playing decently, the Eagles are playing decent, and the rest of the NFC is horrible. So
yeah, well, you could have that situation that we had in 1992, where you had the 49ers, the Saints, the Eagles, and the Rams, all like 1992, where the 49ers, Saints, Eagles, Rams all had the same record, 10-6. Well, no, let me phrase that. The Saints had 11-5. The other 3 teams had 10-6, and 2 of those teams didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You could have that coming out of the NFC East very easily because they're going to beat each other once, and they put up some really stiff competition against everybody else.
So now we're going to move on to a game of 2 teams that have really been lackluster. One has a winning record, despite if you actually think about how they're playing, you probably think they have a losing record. The Houston Texans defeating the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Which was pretty much expected, all things considering.
See, the thing about Houston is they're flying under the radar with a decent record because they're not dominating.
Well, they're not only not dominating, they are in a division where they're expected to win.
Which is weird being in a division with Andrew Luck and the Colts.
Yeah. Well, the Colts haven't looked good at all this season. Even when Andrew Luck has been at his best, the rest of the team has sucked so bad.
And I called that at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. I mean, they sucked horribly. Like, I can't even call it, man. Like, but Houston has just been – they've been flying the radar because they've been beating people soundly. Nobody's been questioned. Osweiler has been putting up decent numbers. They haven't been great. I mean, and there's not one person that you can say – remember last year, J.J. Watt was the face of the Houston Texans last year.
Yeah, now he's out. He's been out for the season. So
yeah, and so those are the Houston Texans are like the cardiac kids from back in the 70s, bro. Like you don't even know who the hell's on that damn team, but they're beating people, and they'll fuck around and sneak in and get a first round bye if they keep putting it up.
That's I think of the tall order with New England and Oakland.
Hey, what is the record? What 7-3 right? No, 7-2, something like that, or
6-4.
6-4. But if you look at the rest of the schedule, it just might.
We'll see about that one. So now this year, this next game we had a bounce back for a team who we both thought was going to have a better season than they're having. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers shellacking Jay Cutler's bitch ass.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston got his groove back in this game.
Yeah, remember when I said that Jay Cutler was going to have a great game in spite of a losing effort? No, I don't remember saying that either. I don't know what anybody's talking about. That never happened.
Tune into last week. Oh.
This was the perfect time for Jay Cutler to show off his free agency skills, and he blew it big time. They dominated. Like the Bucks dominated the Chicago, man. There's not even another way to put it. It was domination. It was humiliation, humiliation, all that shit, bro. Like all bad.
Yeah, I feel so bad for Alshon Jeffrey.
Yeah, I know, because he can't even get the numbers up to be able to sign that big contract. He's being held back.
Now he's literally doing drugs just to get off the team.
Got to be high to deal with this bullshit.
And now we know why Martellus Bennett said what he said about the Bears when he went to the Patriots.
Yeah, that's true.
So now we're going to talk about – I still don't know what to say about this team and their quarterback. The Miami Dolphins winning a weird game against the San Diego Chargers, but Phillip Rivers threw 4 interceptions in the last 4 minutes of the game.
I have no idea.
He went back to being 2013 Phil Rivers.
Yeah, which is sad because like you want this man to go out with at least in the playoffs. I mean, fuck, man. But now we're talking about playoffs like Jim Moore. Playoffs. We can't even win a game.
This Chargers team has shown that they can win.
Yeah.
And just watching them, even though you're not a fan, you can get frustrated by the stupidity of what they do.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
we used to blame the coaching, but now I'm just going to put the blame solely on Phillip Rivers.
You have to at this point. Remember, he's non-mobile Brett Favre at this point. I mean, this is what he is. I mean, we have black Brett Favre and Jameis Winston. We have non-mobile Brett Favre and Phillip Rivers because, let's be honest, he's not running away from any rush whatsoever. Phillip Rivers is always been a trigger-happy gunslinger. The problem is he doesn't have the personnel to be a trigger-happy gunslinger.
But 2 of those interceptions were like 2 of the worst passes I've ever seen this year.
Yeah, it's like his arm gave out on some of them. Some of them were woefully short.
It's like, what the fuck?
I seen what you call him. So I think Aaron Rodgers threw an interception that had me scratching my head. If you remember from that Tennessee game,
yeah,
he threw a pick that was like, dude, that was nowhere near a receiver.
And Tom Brady did the same thing in the Seattle game.
What the hell is going on with these people? Just nowhere near receivers. Like, does nobody remember the plays anymore? What the fuck is going on?
So now we're going to move on to your beanie. The 49ers, in a spirited effort, blew one against Arizona.
Yes. Colin Kaepernick brought us down 27. Down 27. Brought us back.
The final of that game was 23-20.
Yeah. So he brought us down from 27 to tie at 20-20. And then our defense can finally blew it. David Johnson got some headway. Carson Palmer did some pass slinging, apparently, and we lost. And which goes back to the moral of the story, which I've been telling people, Chip Kelly's offense works. The problem is that we can't stop anybody from doing what they want to do on our defense. I mean, yes, they stopped David Johnson for 3 quarters. Kudos to them. They didn't stop when it counted. They didn't stop Carson Palmer when it counted to when we needed a stop to win the game. That maybe you think that we probably should have went for 2. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't happen.
Speaking of going for 2, the next game was probably the best game of the weekend. And you seen my Facebook post. I said Mike Tomlin has failed his city.
Yep.
When you go for 2 4 times in a game and go 0 for 4, you're probably going to lose.
Oh, yeah.
And this game between the Steelers and the Cowboys was an instant classic. And I just want to make a note saying that these commentators for these games, these live analysts, need to do their better homework. You know why I say that?
What?
On the play where Ben Roethlisberger faked the spike and threw the touchdown to Antonio Brown,
Yeah.
dumbass color commentators said, "Oh, nobody's done that since John Elway." Wait a minute. Last year, Week 4, didn't Aaron Rodgers do it against Miami? Didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Because there was like a highlight all year.
Yeah. Yeah. Big spike into the touch.
It's pretty bad. These guys are getting paid for millions, and I can do their job better.
Exactly. One of these days, what we need to do, we need to piss off the NFL and live broadcast the game. Be color commentators for a game. Just really piss off the NFL.
Well, you want a Mystery Science Theater 3000 and shit?
Hell yes. That would be so fucking awesome.
You're both going to jail.
If Key and Peele can do it, we can do it.
Look, I give props to the Cowboys. This team is showing that they are willing to get down and dirty.
Yeah.
In the Steelers defense, you had 30 seconds. All you had to do was stop Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. I mean,
only one team has done it this year. Now it's the Giants in the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. But now, I don't know. I back to the whole Cowboys being, and I hate to even say this. Well, no, I'll say it with a caveat. The Cowboys are the best team in the NFL that has yet to play anybody.
There you go. Well, their opponent's winning percentage is like 34%. So
exactly, best team in the NFL that has yet to play anybody.
So now we're going to move on to, and this is going to tie into my crying Jordan pick this week. So let me just take this off for a second, okay? How karma has come back. Wasn't it fitting for the Seattle Seahawks Patriots game to end on the 1 yard line? In a situation where, okay, on first down, Cam Chancellor grabbed LeGarrette Blount's legs and stopped him from crossing the goal line.
Yeah.
Why in the fuck would you go with two quarterback sneaks right after that? Yes, Tom Brady is good at them, but Seattle's defense ain't going to let that shit happen.
Exactly. That's the time where a fake quarterback sneak, since Tom Brady has been scrambling now, that is the perfect time you do a fake quarterback sneak. Like you dive into the pile and then dive back, run back out. Like what was it? No, I'm sorry. Alex Smith did that back in 2011, with the in the championship game, and he pulled it off very well. It was basically a fake quarterback sneak. You dive in and you turn around and bootleg it out, and then run back into the touchdown. That's when because they knew that the quarterback sneak was coming, because it's Tom Brady's signature play.
But you see, in my opinion, they should have gave the ball to LeGarrette Blount.
Yeah.
Hindsight is 20/20, we all say. But even on that fourth down play when it was 4th and goal, Rob Gronkowski, if he would have caught that ball, would have been called for offensive pass interference because he grabbed Cam Chancellor.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's going to take me to my crying Jordan pick of the week. And that is Tom Brady for fumbling the third down snap. Going one way when the center hiked the ball the other way. He was lucky to get back on the ball. And that pains me.
Yes, I know.
I tell everybody, when my team fucks up, I'm going to talk shit about them.
Yeah.
In fact, after this video is done and it gets processed and uploaded to YouTube, I want people to check out the thumbnail to show you how critical I am about my Patriots. It was a fantastic game. It was a brutal game.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Chris Hogan's out this week because of it. Rob Gronkowski's out this week because of it.
Which is very interesting. Very interesting scenario going into this weekend. Well, we'll talk about that in the games coming up. But
so now we're going to talk about a team who still has playoff hopes and a team who probably for the first time in a long time won't make the playoffs, which is good because that means they won't get bounced in the first round. The New York Giants beating the Cincinnati Bengals, and hopefully this will cost Marvin Lewis his job.
Yeah, remember I said that again last week. If the Bengals lose this game, I don't see how they're making the playoffs this year. I said this was a must-win game. They need to win out the rest of the year in order to make it worth their while, and that's not happening. They're now 3-5-1 now, and yeah.
Well, my thing is how Marvin Lewis still has a job, but they fired Lovie Smith and he's now coaching college. I have no idea.
Hey, Illinois has been pretty decent this year. So.
No, I know that. But Lovie Smith did wrong.
Well, he did wrong. I mean, he got handed a team that the only star on the team last year because of the Vincent Jackson injury was Jameis Winston. They drafted a star. When you draft a star, that's when you have a problem.
Well, they had Vincent Jackson also. So.
No, not last year. They remember Vincent Jackson
was hurt on last year, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. He's the one.
Mike Evans had his blowout year last year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that was the whole reason Jameis Winston he fed off of Mike Evans, and yeah. So
now before we get into Week 11, I know you want to give your Week 10 crying Jordan pick of the week.
Oh, you already know. You already know who the crying Jordan pick of the week is this year. I mean, this week. You slapped the face right on him last week, and he deserves it going into it. Aaron fucking Rodgers does it again. Does it again, ladies and gentlemen. It's a time when you're supposed to. This is a game that you needed to win. You needed to win. But I'll even share your crying Jordan award with Phillip Rivers. You just don't throw 4 interceptions in the last 4 minutes of the game, 2 minutes of the game?
4 minutes of the game.
4 and 4. 4 for 4. And that's not the good 4 for 4, sir. So Aaron Rodgers and Phillip Rivers, you can take this L and you share that crying Jordan award, goddammit.
So you want to know what's funny about that?
What?
Last week, we gave 3 potential future Hall of Famer quarterbacks the crying Jordan award. And that's been the NFL season this year.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so now we are going to move on to this week. This week is what matters now.
Exactly. Let me get some water real quick, and then we'll definitely finish talking about this. Bear with me a moment.
La 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 la.
Oh shit! Loving you, if only just a dream come true.
Hating you is easy because you're a Cowboys fan. Oh! You got to do it like the goats. Ah!
You need to get that game show, the old game show music back on for the whole time. The one that goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is making music with his mouth.
I know we need to fit that into the budget somewhere.
We're going to have to start coming up with music that you can do from your mouth for our intros.
Yes, we need sponsors. So if you're watching this right now, we take sponsorships. Especially with Cleveland Brown. We don't want your sponsors. We don't want to rub off losing in our family. Sorry.
Yeah, no shit. What? You got the Cleveland Browns. Oh, guess what? Your YouTube channel just got deleted. God damn it!
All right. Let's do this, sir.
He gets dry mouth while talking, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, this is why every time you see these analysts that get paid the big money, they have coffee sent to them. No, we don't get that around here, okay? We have to actually go get our own drinks and get our own shit. Damn it.
All right, so we're going to go right into the Thursday night game. The Saints blew another one, but the story coming out of this game was the very scary injury to Luke Kelce.
Yeah.
This man has been one of the best, most underrated linebackers since he has come into the NFL. And on the play in hand, it didn't look like nobody hit him in the head. It was a weird play, but you seen on his face, and you seen this man in tears sitting on the field.
Yeah. I think he was afraid that it could have been a lot worse. I think he was really happy. I think he was crying because he was happy to be alive. Because the way that it looked, and we've seen those injuries, bro. We remember from back in 92, 93, where a lot of some of those paralysis hits, man, were some vicious hits.
Yeah, but this one, it didn't look like he got hit in the head. He took a shot in the chest, in the back, but it didn't look like his head was even touched.
Yeah, you said that snap, like that net, that force, though. I mean, that force. Remember, the concussion is basically just like boom, like you.
I know it's your brain slamming against your skull.
Yeah, and so I think, but the way that it happened, though, the way that I mean, because we've seen Drew Brees get that extendo neck hit that Navarro Bowman gave him like 3 years ago, where he got hit in the chest. And Drew
Are you talking about when he looked like the damn Stretch Armstrong when you grabbed him by the head?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Luke Kuechly took the hit. I think at some point he was just happy to be alive because it could have been a lot worse. You know, that could have been the end of his career. And, you know, like I said, we've seen it countless times where hits like that have ended people's careers and people ended up paralyzed. I think he thought that something bad had happened, and he was finally just happy to be up again.
I hope he has a speedy recovery. That defense needs him.
Yeah, definitely. In order to make an inkling of the playoffs, yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. This is NFC South. Everybody can go 7-9 and say fuck it, but it's happened before.
Okay, so let's talk about the game. Carolina almost blew another one at the end for the second week in a row.
Yeah. This is starting to become a trend. What the fuck is Carolina doing? Again, we talked about this just earlier today. They're not the same team, bro. Like, what the fuck? I mean, Cam Newton's not the same person. I think he's afraid to get hit. He got Roger Goodell on speed dial and shit. Talking about, they hit me, Roger. He hit me. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, he's been a whiny bitch this year. Yes, and it's funny because when they went and reviewed it, only like 2 of the hits that he complained about were actually illegal.
Exactly.
And they say Tom Brady whines.
No, they're too hard on Tom Brady. I think Roger Goodell hates the Patriots, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, I was about to say it's hard for Tom Brady to whine when Roger Goodell won't even come to New England.
Exactly.
Because he might not make it out of the city.
Most hated man in the Northeast.
You're looking. All right, so Panthers won that game by 3. The Saints are good. They just, at certain points, they look really bad.
Here's a stat line for you. Let me give you some stats here.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, he's bringing out the numbers.
All right, so Cam Newton. So I don't even see how the Panthers won this game, and I'll tell you why. Cam Newton went 14 of 33 for 192. Jonathan Stewart had 18 carries for 31 yards. Cam Newton had 5 carries for 7 yards. This was horrible. And if you compare that with the Saints stats, 35 of 44 for 285, right? Tim Hightower, 12 carries for 69 yards. I didn't even know Tim Hightower was even on the damn Saints. Mark Ingram, 7 carries for 28 yards. And if you look at it from the outside in, I don't see how Drew Brees if you looked at the score, you'd be like, how the fuck did the Saints lose this game? But that's why you actually play the games and don't do the stats. So
yeah, bad interceptions at bad times.
One interception. He had 1 pick, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. I don't know.
It's just one of those games, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like, well, I guess if you look at it like this, there was only 2 sacks. Cam Newton only caught 2 sacks in the entire game. They've only compared to the Panthers sacks, who they sacked. what you call them 3 times, and they were good. I don't see I can't see how they lost this game. I don't. The only thing I can think of is bullshit. I mean, the Panthers are not playing good football, and they're still winning. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's all I can say. I don't even have any more bad. What the fuck?
You know what I think it is?
What?
I think it was the fact that the Saints were afraid of getting caught with another bounty gate, so they just stopped going after Cam Newton.
Probably at this point. Because you already know when Cam Newton goes to Roger Goodell's office, probably. I think they're going to do bounty gate on me, bro. They're going to do bounty gate on me. I won't let nothing happen to you, Cam.
All right, we are going to move on to the Cardinals and Vikings this week. 2 teams who are underwhelming. The Vikings downward spiral, as we know. The Cardinals are in the downward spiral.
Yeah, 2 teams that are. Cardinals are a team that they are 4-5. Don't look good.
Hey, is that door behind you messing with your signal?
Huh?
I said, is the door behind you messing with your signal?
I don't know. I think it's the baby messing with my signal.
Because you're all choppy.
My choppy again?
Yeah.
Everything was good here. What the shit? Really? Let me close the door. How's that? Is that better?
A little bit.
So let's go over. So we have the Cardinals at 4-4-1. Go against the Lions that are 5-4. They still have a winning record.
The Lions are in first place in the division.
Yes, and they're tied with the Vikings and the Lions are tied. Given the nature, so if we look at the Vikings and the rest of their schedule, right? So the Vikings have the Cardinals, Lions, Cowboys, Jags, Colts, Packers, and Bears. I can see them beating the Bears. It's possible that they'll sneak out of Green Bay with a win. Possible. But the Packers are going to be fighting for the playoff lines. They got to play the Cowboys, though. The Vikings aren't making the playoffs. It's time to just pack it in. What say you, sir?
This game, I believe, will come down to whether or not Carson Palmer can take advantage of the Minnesota Vikings' defensive mistakes, which they have been doing over the last few years. They can't tackle. David Johnson has a decent game. Because I think Larry Fitzgerald is out this week.
I believe so too.
So this could be an ugly NFC game that we've seen this year. But I think win it by a field in Minnesota.
These are literally 2 must-win games for these teams. It doesn't even get more must-win than this. 4-4-1 and 5-4-1. You lose one of these games, you're not making the playoffs. And whoever team loses is not going to make the playoffs this year. Because given the competition that you have to face, you're not winning 6 in a row. So you become 11-5, you can still play.
So this game will probably break one of the team seasons.
Yep.
So now we're going to go to the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, 2 teams who were supposed to be good this year who just really all that great.
Yeah, and oddly enough, it's not because of lack of trying. The whole thing has been with these 2 teams is that they just can't seem to put it together when it counts. We have the Bills who are 4-5. They need to win this game. Team staying alive for the playoffs. We have the Bengals that are 3-5-1 who need to win this game and stay alive for the playoffs. I don't know. I don't know how to call this game. Back to one of those must-win games again. More must-win, more so than for the Bengals. Not only because of the Bengals, but because of Marvin Lewis. And yeah, you could probably get away with saying, "Oh, I haven't had my offensive coordinator, so the offense hasn't been the same," and you might last for another year. Or you can say, "Well, you're the coach, it's on you, homie." But I think Paul Brown, the son of Paul Brown, likes it enough to where I think he'll stay. So I don't think his job's in jeopardy, but playoff contention, yeah, it's all bad. Both these teams put themselves in a bad spot. And the Bills have to play. No, the Bills and the Patriots have played each other twice already, right?
Yeah, they already played.
So you don't have to worry about that roadblock. I mean, the Bills can sneak in. I mean, the Bills, oddly enough, with the rest of their schedule. Let me see. Let me tell you the rest of their schedule here. If they beat the Bengals, they'll be 5-5. Then you'll have the Jaguars, the Jaguars and Raiders, Steelers, Browns, Dolphins, and Jets. 6 very winnable games for the Buffalo Bills just because their offense has been on point. But as we see last year, 10-6 and 11-5, the NFC East won't get you, the AFC East won't get you into the playoffs.
I think the Bengals will get back on track with this game because Buffalo's defense has really been lackluster, and the Bengals may go out and play.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bills in this one. And the reason I'm picking the Bills in this one is because I like the matchup, even though it's in Cincinnati. I think this is going to be the game where Marvin Lewis has the reality check that, something's got to give it. And I think I trust Rex Ryan more than Marvin Lewis. And that's a weird thing for me to say.
Oh, you're going to hell.
Huh?
I said you're going to hell.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I trust Rex Ryan more than Marvin Lewis. So, I think the Bengals is W. The Bills is W. Sorry, the Bills.
Somebody trying to beat the guest with the door.
Yeah, my mother's trying to beat me with the door. I don't know why, daughter.
She's like, shut up, football daddy. All right, we are going to move on to Jay Cutler's against the Giants. I think this is going to be an easy game for the Giants.
Yeah, this is one of those things that this is the Giants' game to lose. It will be competitive, though, because the Giants still lack a great defense. They're a very opportunistic defense. The Bears are – Jay Cutler's still a decent quarterback. A shitty decent quarterback, but a decent quarterback nonetheless. I think it's still going to be competitive. I think still the Giants win by probably 2 touchdowns at the end of it. It's all said and done. I don't think anybody's going to stop Odell Beckham. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out for the life of me why defense are still double covering Victor Cruz.
Well, and Victor Cruz is actually going to be playing the game too, so.
Well, even if Odell Beckham is just miles above anything that the Bears can throw at him, so there's that.
I think the Giants win this game easily.
Like I said, it'll be competitive. 2 touchdowns. At least 2 touchdowns, the Giants win for sure.
Will this be the week that the Cleveland Browns get their first win, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers?
No. Nah. Nope. Nada. Ain't gonna happen. Fail. That's it. You're all those words. Come on, anybody that's a fan of Cleveland Browns. And the Browns are at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Browns are at home. And Steelers are still going to kick that ass.
Well, it's going to be the week where we both pick against Cleveland and they show up and win.
I mean, I don't think it's not that they're not going to show up. I mean, I think the Browns will keep it competitive, but the Browns Hugh Jackson will find a way to lose this game. I'm sorry to say it. Hugh Jackson will find a way to lose this game. He'll probably put in Kevin Hogan for all we know as the damn quarterback of this game. And then Kevin Hogan will probably go for like 15 or 20 for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then it'll be replaced by like Terrell Pryor or something, and then they'll lose this game. And that's how it goes. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel bad for Cleveland Browns fans. I'm sorry. I got for you. I'm sorry. No matter. You know.
I think the Pittsburgh Steelers get a bad taste out of their mouths from last week and handle the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yeah. It'll be horrible.
Next, we're going to move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Kansas City Chiefs, who get Justin Houston back this week.
Yeah.
But he was out, Jeremy.
Yeah. Kansas City's look really good. We have let's take a look at these standings real quick.
Well, if you didn't talk about the Chiefs, you got to talk about Andy Reid. You know he's going to win regular season games.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Chiefs look really good without Smith, bro. Like, I don't even know.
They look even good with Nick Foles.
Yeah. Offensive part of all cylinders. The Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Broncos are fighting for first place. The Chiefs have won 5 in a row. The Chiefs look exceptionally well. This is going to be a statement game for the Chiefs to show that they're not going anywhere anytime soon. The Buccaneers are 4-5. At the same time, the Buccaneers need to win this to stay competitive in the NFC South.
Yeah, because the Buccaneers still have a chance to actually win that division.
Yeah. Well, you look at the Falcons 6-4. The Falcons lose one, and the Buccaneers win another one. And the same. I tell you. The Falcons were playing this week. I don't think they're playing this week, are they?
No, they got the bye.
They got the bye week. So this is literally like the worst case scenario for the Falcons. They took that L and now are on the bye week, and now they have the Buccaneers that surprisingly look good, bro. Like, they might sneak out with the win. I doubt it, but I mean, they got to sneak out with a win in Kansas City. They could. The Chiefs
I think Kansas City knows that they need to keep winning to keep pace with Oakland. Because they know they can beat Oakland, they just need to keep the record about the series until they play again.
Yeah, James Winston is good. I just don't think that they beating Kansas City Chiefs good. The Chiefs never win this one, especially given the rest of the schedule. And we'll get to a later game that the Raiders have to play. But yeah, I think Chiefs run away with this one. Just because they got to show their dominance in this division.
So now we're going to go on to, will the Ravens stop this 8-game winning streak of the Cowboys? We do know that secondary is iffy. And a godsend offense.
See, here's the thing, okay? The Steelers have a pretty fucking easy matchup this week, okay? The Ravens, on the other hand, have to deal with this Cowboys offense that has gained a lot of confidence and a lot of swagger over the last game or so. The Ravens have to win this game to stay away from the Steelers because the Steelers game is theirs to lose. The Ravens, oddly enough, the Ravens played bad football and are still the number 1 team in the division. With that said, I think the Ravens are going to be the team to do it. I know it's a bold prediction. That's my bold prediction of the day. And it's only because that the Ravens, they have to win this game to stay away from the Steelers. because the Steelers are being handed something on a silver platter. If the Steelers win and the Ravens lose, we got a bunch of fuckery going on in the AFC North. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. The Steelers, yeah, we have nothing but 5-5. And if the Bengals somehow pull off the victory, they're going to be 4-5-1, which they're going to be in the hunt. Yeah, the Ravens have to win this game. There's not really a bet about it. They're going to come on fire with all cylinders this week against a hot on fire Cowboys team. I think the Ravens are going to do it. That's my bold prediction. So we'll get that out of the way. That's my bold prediction right there.
All right, I think, and you know I hate this. The Cowboys by 14. I don't see the Ravens defense slowing down Ezekiel Elliott. He can single-handedly do what he did last year with Pittsburgh. And now that Dak Prescott is not looking over his shoulder for Tony Romo to come to Jersey and come back in the game, with Tony Romo leading the starting position, I think we're going to see a confident Dak Prescott, which is hard to do, but look pretty goddamn confident.
Yeah, it's sad that we're seeing the end of the Romo Dez Bryant era, which started to fizzle out as quickly as it came.
Tony Romo will be the quarterback of the Denver Broncos next year.
Well, the one good thing is that Tony Romo is going to be looking at a few teams that are going to be vying for quarterback services. And a lot of scoring franchises, teams like the 49ers, teams like the Broncos.
Like I said, he'll be the quarterback of the Broncos next year.
Hell, he might want to take his life and live his life in LA for a role.
Maybe he just wants a ring and he'll go accept the backup quarterback role in New England.
Are you trying to bribe Tony Romo win the ring, sir? Is that what you're doing?
Hey, why not? We'll figure it out this. So now we're on to a team who is really underwhelmed, to a surprising team who lost the megastar and is playing better. Jacksonville, Detroit Lions. Matt Stafford, the third youngest quarterback to throw for 20,000 yards a year.
Remember how they say sometimes when things are handed to you on a silver platter, it just might not be what it seems. This Lions game, the Jacksonville Jaguars game to the Lions being headed to Detroit on a silver platter. I mean, there is no possible way that the Lions should lose this game, right? I mean, given everything that we have, the Lions should not lose this game. It's the perfect spot. They're at home against a team that's on a slide, who looks like they're going to be really, really, really bad.
Yeah, but this team on the other side of the line can honestly score 40 points without breaking the sweat.
Well, but that's the thing, though. So now you have, like I said, this game is being handed to us on a silver platter. I don't like things handed to me on a silver platter, sir. Because, like I said, the things sometimes may not be what they seem. And Jacksonville has looked very good at times. They just have not been able to put it together. But they're running into a team that does not look good defensively in Detroit. This could be one of those really high-scoring games. The last time Jacksonville played Detroit, when Blake Bortles, it was a really high fucking scoring game.
You know what's funny about the Lions? Matt Stafford is known for throwing for 500 yards a year. He's only had 2 games this season of over 300 yards, and they lost.
Yeah. And like I said, it's one of those things that is handed to him on a platter. Golden Tate has been playing phenomenally, and that's been Matt Stafford's bailout guy. Who needs Calvin Johnson, right? You don't hear talk about Calvin Johnson now. You're going with Golden Tate stepping up and
Why
doing that.
for Paul Calvin Johnson? They come out of retirement.
They're like Calvin Johnson. Who's Calvin Johnson? Yeah, that's happened to look great because they had a balanced attack. But back to what I said, this game's being handed to them on a silver platter, and sometimes things may not be just what they seem. I think Jacksonville is going to come in, maybe for my surprise, that they'll win 38-35.
I think the Lions are going to win this one. I think they're going to. I honestly think the Lions are going to win this division.
Well, the Lions are going to win this division. I don't think that them losing this game is going to break that trend just because of how bad this division is. But if the Lions better be careful because they're not great defensively. And when you're not great defensively, some things can come back to bite you in the ass. And you're as good as Blake Bortles is, given in Tennessee, they have a three-headed monster in the receiving corps. This could be a very, very high-scoring game. And if Matt Stafford has to go for 354 yards, they might lose this game, just like you said. So.
Yeah, because we both know the last thing you want to do is be in a shootout against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get into a shootout. I mean, not where Jacksonville winning at the end, like towards the end of the game, because Jacksonville knows actually how to hold on to the lead. They're just sucking coming from behind.
All right, so now we're on to will the Tennessee keep this roll they're on against the Indianapolis Colts?
We got two teams.
Monkey off his back and beat this Indianapolis team.
We got two teams that they both won last week. I don't know. Well, not last week. The Colts didn't win last week, but they won the week before. But they had to
one team whose defense is absolutely horrible.
Yeah, the Colts defense is literally. See, everybody talks about bad defense and how bad my Niners defense is. So there's worse defenses out there, or as bad defenses. The Saints being one of them, and the Colts being the other one. The Marcus Mariota has been playing great. That running game has been great. I just don't see. I don't see them losing. I don't see Tennessee losing this game. Although Indianapolis needs to win this game to stay in the division line, according to the standing, because what? The Texans, Titans are 5-5, and the Colts are 4-5. So I think the Titans are at a point where this is their game to lose. I like Tennessee in this game. I don't just because of the weaknesses on Indianapolis. Yeah, I got Tennessee all the way. What about you?
I think Tennessee wins this game. DeMarco Murray is going to continue his resurgence and show that in Philadelphia he is just not happy being there. I think Tennessee is running offense too much for Indianapolis defense to handle.
Yeah, two-headed monster. Well, actually, three-headed monster running the ball because Mariota gets the quarterback.
What happens is the play action is going, and then you're going to switch balls to Darren Walker, which we know the Colts cannot stop.
Yeah, Tennessee, I think Tennessee's game to lose. I think it's going to score ahead of me, no problem.
All right, so now we're going to go to my bold prediction. I don't know if it's too bold or not. Probably going to be the biggest game of the weekend. The Miami Dolphins, Los Angeles Rams. Dolphins are on a winning streak. The Rams are winning without winning. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Jared Goff first start. I think the guy who is going to kick him in the nuts. And yeah.
The LA debut. I mean, if you're gonna debut, you debut at home. But this is like the worst case scenario team that you probably want to debut against because let's be honest, the Dolphins have been trying to kill quarterbacks all season.
Well, the Dolphins are on a 4-game winning streak also.
Yeah. So Sam, the Dolphins have been trying to murder quarterbacks all season long. And you're debuting your rookie quarterback against probably one of the most, they're not the best defense in the NFL, but they're sure as hell one of the most potent. They're pretty much the only reason why they've been really competitive in games and been able to keep it close is because of this Dolphins defense. With that said, it's going to be making a breakthrough for Jared Goff. I think he's been itching for this. He's been learning the playbook. He has a grasp on his offense, probably even more so than Case Keenum at this point. I think it's Jared Goff's game to lose. As long as he doesn't die, I think he'll be fine.
LA's defense is going to keep them in the game.
Yeah, of course. As I said, as long as they don't die, as long as Jared Goff doesn't die, I think the Rams win it. I don't see this going any other way.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Rams by a field goal in this game. And it's mostly, I'm not going to lie, it's mostly because I hate the Dolphins.
At least you keep it 100, sir.
Exactly. Always. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the battle of the we got my New England Patriots. Julian Edelman and Tom Brady having a homecoming, traveling to Silicon Valley to take on the 49ers. Would you like to start?
Yes. Tom Brady. What's that country song that they always says? Who says you can't go home? Tom Brady is coming back home to the Bay Area where he made his storied high school career there. It was back then when Tom Brady back in 2000 was supposed to be drafted by the San Francisco 49ers and they passed on him.
They lied to him. They lied to him.
They lied to him because Tom Brady was supposed to be a 49er. You think about that. Tom Brady was supposed to be a 49er. What if Tom Brady had became a 49er? We don't want to think about those dark times.
Then your franchise may have 11 Super Bowl rings instead of 6.
Yeah.
Anyway, had the controversy probably happened sitting during the national anthem.
Yeah, but see, a lot of things would have had to happen, like Bill Belichick becoming the coach of the 49ers. And
Okay. Now let's be real.
Yeah, let's get real for a second. We have Colin Kaepernick, who's the only thing going on this 49ers team. Which means that Bill Belichick.
Vulnerable defense. Russell Wilson exposed the Patriots defense last week.
Yeah, but all right. So Russell Wilson, let's just keep it real for a second. And my Niners family's gonna hate me for saying this. Russell Wilson is far and along better quarterback than Colin Kaepernick. He's been in the system for a lot longer than Colin Kaepernick's been in this current system that he has now. Chip Kelly's offense works. Bill Belichick is not afraid to take somebody's weaknesses and exploit those weaknesses and make them even more weak. This is going to give him both sides of the ball with no Gronk. That's the game changer right there.
But they still got Marcellus.
Yeah, they got Marcellus Bennett, which you're probably going to see why they have Marcellus Bennett in the offensive game because we're weak against tight ends as well on defense.
And Deion is taking a seat too.
By how much though is solely dependent on what happens with how good Tom Brady performs in this game. I mean, are we going to get angry Tom Brady back? Because I know he's probably pissed off about that loss against Seattle. I think he wants to take it out on somebody. And somebody's going to be us.
Tom Brady that not only as a child but also lied to him during the draft. I think he's going to come out there and try and make an example of that defense. But I do think LeGarrette Blount is going to have the best game of his career.
Yeah, I agree with that. We stopped David Johnson, though. We stopped literally was the best running back in the NFL behind Ezekiel Elliott, and we held him to like, what, 48 yards rushing, something like that. But we're not talking about the Cardinals. We're talking about the Patriots. With the Patriots, every week is always different. You can't count the same thing every week. Yes, we have the worst rushing defense in the NFL. And who knows? Bill Belichick may not even run it at all this game.
No, not because the Patriots are always going to do what you don't expect.
Exactly that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Patriots winning, like I said, by how much is really dependent on if our offense is going to be effective or not. If you see Colin Kaepernick bring the dynamic to our offense that nobody in the NFL can duplicate. At the same time, we've got problems. We don't have any stars. We don't have anybody that says, you know what, give me the damn ball, and I'll take over. We don't have that. Like with any other team, you have that. For Russell Wilson, he has his receivers. He has Baldwin. He has Jimmy Graham. He has even that running back. Chrissy Michael was that dude. I don't know why the hell they cut Chrissy Michael. Anyway, that's not a good point. The point is, this is either going to get out of hand very bad, or it's going to be one of the most competitive games on the stage. That's all I really call
on. Of course, I'm going my Patriots. I think they win this game by at least 21.
Hey, I can't knock it. I can't knock it. If Colin Kaepernick doesn't get the offense going, it's going to be really ugly. But if Colin Kaepernick gets that offense going, it'll be a really competitive game. Chip Kelly, that's the one thing people forget about. Chip Kelly knows exactly what to do against the Patriots. He's done it before.
Yeah, because last year he had a Eagles team beat the Patriots.
Yeah, he knows what to do. That special team what they do for him. And he has a special teams coach. So we'll see.
You see, in last week, I knew it was going to be a bad game for New England when the very start of the game, Steven Gostkowski took the ball out of bounds for an illegal procedure.
Yeah.
That's when I knew it was going to be a rough day. And I don't know what's going on with Gostkowski this year. If he's still upset for winning the game against Denver in the playoffs.
Yeah.
What? But he would have been the same kicker he was a few years ago.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's either going to be by a little, by a lot. Everything's going to be dependent on Colin Kaepernick because he's the only thing that we have going on our 49ers team. I don't think we get Hyde back this week. I think that we don't get Hyde back this week. I mean, Hyde's still injured. So, yeah, there's that.
All right, so we're going to move on to the battle of the bird. We got the Philadelphia coming off a resurgent win last week against the Seahawks. You coming off a big win last week at New York. This could come down to being one of the best games of the week if Carson Wentz was the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, this is a trap game deal for the Seahawks. I'll tell you why. Off that emotional win that they had against the Patriots. Remember what I told you about emotional wins? Because they treat this like their revenge for the Super Bowl. And they were all excited that they won this game. Richard Sherman's out this game. 2 weeks suspended. So few games for that hit against the kicker.
The hit that he should have done last week?
Yeah, I suspended him for 2 games. This happened 2 weeks ago.
Last week. That's another record. Elijah Goodell hating the Patriots.
Aiding and abetting. That's right. Aiding and abetting, motherfucker. Yeah, so the Patriots, not the Patriots, I said the Seahawks, this is a trap game for them. No Richard Sherman, yes, they're at home, but emotions are running high. So now they're going to have to play an Eagles team that is on fire. I mean, yes, they lost the last few games, but they finally got their swagger back. They finally know what they need to do. They're running the ball very well. They're passing the ball very well that game. And you know what you're showing? That's a dangerous, dangerous game to play. I don't think that they're ready for the Eagles. If they come out with a win, they're going to be very close. But I think the Eagles are actually probably going to win by a touchdown. That is another prediction that happened this week.
All right, now we're going to move into two teams, once again, who are trending in different directions. The Green Bay Packers, who are not going to make the playoffs this year, taking on the Washington Redskins, who will probably be a wild card team.
Yep. They put the nail in the coffin. The Eagles win, the Redskins win, they put the nail in the coffin. The Eagles have to win because they have to stay competitive. I really have this game going to Washington winning by a few touchdowns. This is going to be like, this is going to be probably that 42-14. This might be a blowout. If you like that, might be back again, bro.
Well, you see, I have a feeling that this game is going to turn into last year's game between the Packers and the Redskins, and the Packers are going to get pass.
Yeah. I think this is the game that the Redskins need to win in order to put the nail in the coffin for the Packers. And they need to win this game because this could be a game that if they screw around and let the Packers win this game. Let's say the Packers win out, right? This could be the game that costs Washington a playoff spot because of the head-to-head. You know what I mean? This is a game that if Washington wins this game, they'll put the Packers out to their victory. But if they lose this game, this may bite them in the ass till later on the season.
Packers in this game. I think Aaron Rodgers is off, and he needs to put on his big girl camera and actually do something.
Yeah, I know but he's gonna have to do something. Like I said, it's Redskins game to lose. There's too many variables at this point, but it's the Redskins game to lose. They ain't got no choice. The Redskins have to win this game. Not because they're in some kind of desperate position in their division, they're not. But they have to win this game to get laid up on any kind of wild card implications that are coming up.
So now we have Monday Night Football in Mexico. We got the Texans against the Raiders. The Raiders are the hottest team in the NFL next to the Cowboys. Houston pulled the upset in Mexico.
Raiders are at home on Monday night for the first time in a long ass time.
Yeah, but they're not at home. They're in Mexico.
Oh, well, yeah.
Where he's watching and sitting there talking, Mexico is Cowboys.
That is true, though. I did not realize that. So, yeah, this isn't a home game for the Raiders. I forgot the game was in Mexico. I don't know. Half the Raiders fans might be able to cross the border because they got felonies and shit. So this might turn into a Texas home game.
Well, what's funny? Here's what's funny. The two top teams in the AFC, which are the Raiders and the Patriots, are both undefeated on the road, but both have 2 losses on the road.
Yeah. This, I don't know. Like, I want to bet on the Raiders because it seems like the easiest bet that you can make. But Texans need to win this game, so I'm going to pick the Texans.
I'm going to go to the Raiders in this one. I think Derek Carr is playing on another level right now. His wide receivers are 2 of the best right now. Say what you want to say about Michael Crabtree. The 49ers never should have let him off.
Well, they didn't really have a choice.
Oh, I know.
Crabtree didn't want to be a 49er anymore, especially after they got rid of Harbaugh. So they said, fuck that shit. I mean, Crabtree, think about this. The 49ers, the people that left the 49ers knew exactly what was happening, and they got out before the shit got bad.
So I am going to go with the Raiders in this game. And that paid me. You know how I feel about that. They're still playing.
I think it's a must-win game for the Texans because the Titans are creeping up on them, and they can't let that happen. That's what I'm thinking the Texans. Plus, it's going to be a home game for them. Essentially, it's going to be a road game, but it's going to be a home game. There's a lot of Mexicans, my Chicanos and my Chicanas in Texas, bro. They love the Texans more than the damn Cowboys, and they represent all day long. So, yeah, I got the Texans in this one. Surprising victory, so surprising.
All right, so bold prediction for this week.
What's on you, sir? You already got my bold prediction from earlier.
All right, so the prediction I'm going to make is Jared Goff is going to have a bad game against Miami Dolphins. I think they keep him healthy, and the Rams win at 14.
Well, I can buy into that. Remember, I said that as long as Jared Goff doesn't die, it's the Rams games to lose at this point. But remember, we're talking about a team that has historically been trying to injure quarterback all season. So the Donald Trump, who's injured quarterback, yeah. I think they can investigate him for fucking Donnie Gay.
Now, one final side about the Patriots. In this game against the 49ers, if Tom Brady wins the game, he will have successfully won a game in 31 straight away stadiums.
Fucking shit, man.
Think about that.
I don't think any quarterback has ever done that. Right?
No.
That'll piss off Roger.
All right, been your boy Big Syn. That's the homie J-Blaq.
You know what's up? I always tell you every single weekend, and we do this. This is the best show on the internet when it comes to football. You hit the subscribe button. You're gonna get live minutes. You're gonna get crazy. You just might see my daughter drive me crazy. You just might see my son drive me crazy if you're on the right weekend. Who fucking knows? But guess what? This is war games this weekend, bud. Niners, Patriots. You baby. I told you, we're gonna get it cracking. I'm still gonna support my Niners even though I think we're gonna lose, but I still support them. I still shout out Kaepernick. You keep doing your thing, bro. Keep representing the movement. Try not to get killed by building a champion. Yeah, that's all I got for you.
And we will see you Tuesday night for our reaction show this week. We jammed it in the week, but I was tired as fuck all week, so I really didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, I know. But shit, I mean, depending on how it goes, if we got to move to Saturday just to get shit cracking, we know the work week sucks, man. Trust me. I know. But we'll come back to you Tuesday. If we don't get back to you Tuesday, we sure as hell won't fuck with you on Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
And either next Friday or Saturday, we will have the Survivor Series results show along with what happened in Fallout.
Yeah.
If you want to see a wrestling show, go back to last night and watch our NXT TakeOver results show.
Yes, the NXT TakeOver show was off the chain. Really happy, really proud of that show. It was a great fucking show. It was so good that, I stayed up till 12 o'clock at night to praise the damn show. And I did that last night out there. And so we do what we do.
Yes, sir. So, have a happy Sunday. Go Patriots.
Go Niners. Go Niners, bro. Go Niners.
It's all about the Patriots this week. You know it. Syn and Black. Sinful Black Entertainment. We out this bitch.
We out this bitch. Yes, sir.